Hey guys, and welcome to our Toon Duelist YouTube channel. Today I want to show you a profile about my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. There are many ways to play a Blue Eyes deck. I decide for me to play Chaos and Chaos Max Dragon Ritual deck. It's a going second and an OTK deck. If the combo works, we win in our first turn. Yeah, so I want to show you which cards I play, and after that I show you the combo, and then we will see how often it will work. So don't waste time and dive directly into it. Let's go. We start with our monsters in the main deck. Of course, we play the classical OG Blue Eyes White Dragon, 3 copies of him, a must have in every Blue Eyes deck. And then we move on to our boss monster, the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, also 3 copies. He must be ritual summoned, and your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, also it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict double piercing battle damage. He has 4000 ATK, so if we double it, we will make 8000 damage, and this is our way to go. We want to go to a monster in defense position with 0 defense, and so we can OTK our opponent in our first turn. So let's move on with another ritual monster, the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. The Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon in combination with the Chaos Max Dragon, we have one way to OTK your opponent, because if the Chaos Dragon, which is summoned, ritual summoned with a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and he declares an attack, you can change the battle position of as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do this, the ATK and the defense of those changed monsters become 0. He also do piercing or inflict piercing battle damage, but not doubled like the Chaos Max Dragon. So if our opponent controls 2 monsters and we declare an attack with him, we can change the positions, and then we can attack with the Chaos Max Dragon, and the other monster have 0 in defense, so we can make double piercing damage, and so the best way we can OTK him in our first turn. This is one way, but now I show you, in my opinion, the better way. And this is with the Nightmare Corruptor Ibley. Play 3 copies. If this card in its owner's control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card to your opponent's field in defense position. So if we normal summon Ibley, by example, then we go in a link summon, and then we can special summon her from the graveyard to our opponent's field in defense position. And she has 0 defense, so if we declare an attack with our Chaos Max Dragon, we will make double damage, also 8000, and that would also be an OTK. And I think this way is easier than with the Chaos Dragon, because for this effect you have to special summon 2 ritual monsters in one turn, which is not often that easy. And your opponent must have 2 monsters on the field. And with Ibley, it's not important how many monsters your opponent controls. So our way to go is to get Ibley as fast as we can in combination with our Chaos Max Dragon. So then we move on with the Manju of the 10,000 hands. Play 3 copies. A searcher for ritual monster or a ritual spell card. So we can search our Chaos Max Dragon, or by example the two different ritual spell cards we have in our deck. I will show you later. That's Chaos Form and the Advanced Ritual Art. Then we go on with the Incantation Talisman draw. Also on Searcher for our ritual cards, we can reveal one ritual monster in our hand, special summon him, and we also can special summon another incantation monster with a different name from our deck. So if we show this card and special summon him, we can search the incantation candle, and if we do this, we can add one ritual spell from our deck to our hand. And this works a different way. Also, we could show a ritual spell in our hand, special summon him, and also special summon Talisman draw from our deck, and can add one ritual monster from our deck to our hand. So good searcher in combination. And then we have more generic cards. We play 2 Effect Wheelers, good for going second, and 1 Nibiru. So that's it with the monsters. Now we go on with our spell and trap cards. Our first normal spell card is the Melody of the Awakening Dragon. We play 3 copies. We can discard 1 card and add up to 2 dragon monsters with 3000 or more ATK and 2500 or less defense from our deck to our hand. Strong Searcher, we can add every blue ice monster, the white dragon, the Chaos or Chaos Max Dragon, and that is very strong here in this deck. So that's why we play, of course, 3 copies of him. Then we go on with the Piri Rise map. Play 3 copies. Searcher for Ibli. At the start of the main phase, we can add 1 monster with 0 ATK from our deck to our hand, but have to halve our life points. It's a hard price to pay, but the best way to get our Ibli as fast as possible to our hand. And then we go on with our ritual spell cards. Chaos Form 2 copies, and the Advanced Ritual Art, also 2 copies. Then we have our Pot of Extravagance, play 2 copies. If we have a perfect draw, we don't really need our extra deck for our combo, for our OTK. That's why we play 2 copies of him. And then we have a few good going second cards, like the Lightning Storm, 3 copies. Then we have 1 RPS Feather Duster and 1 Raigeki. That's it with our main deck. Let's move on to our extra deck. So let's start with our most important. Before I told you that our extra deck is not that important, but that's not exactly true. We have 1 card we really need, and that's our Salamangreat Almirage. Play 3 copies, and because if we normal summon our Ibli, we can go directly into Almirage, so we can use the effect from Ibli from the graveyard. That's why this card is so important. It's the easiest way, I think, to use Ibli's effect. But we have a few more cards in the extra deck, which we can play if we have not our perfect draw. These are 2 copies of our Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. We don't need a Poly or Fusion spell card to special summon him. We could send 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon from our field to the graveyard to special summon him. He cannot be destroyed by battle and can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. And at the end of the damage step, when this card attacks an opponent's monster, but opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, we can banish that monster. Then we move on to the next card, to the Erratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Play 3 copies. If we have to go in first, it's a good card. We need 2 dragon monsters to summon the seal, and if we do this, he has a quick effect. We can tribute 1 monster from hand or field, return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. If this card is tributed, we can special summon 1 dragon monster from the deck or hand, but makes its ATK and defense to 0. Can only use this effect once per turn. Then we play 1 dark, a link 2 monster. We need 2 monsters, including a dark monster, to summon him. And if this link monster is destroyed by battle or destroyed by an opponent's card effect while it is in our monster zone, we can add 1 dark monster with 1500 or less defense from deck to our hand. With him we could search Ipley, so another searcher, good for us. Then we play 1 Lina, the same but with a light monster. We could search, by example, the incantation cards or an effect wheeler, but also the Manju, also a good searcher. That's why we play 1 of her. And we play 1 Nightmare Unicorn and the number 100 Numeron Dragon Engine with the number 97 Draglubilion, and our number 38, the Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. And last but not least, we play 1 Lingirzu, the Orchid of the Evening Star, rank 8 Xyz monster. We need 2 level 8 monsters to summon him, and if a card you control would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. And if this card is special summoned, we can activate 1 of these effects, send 1 card your opponent controls to the graveyard, or attach 1 of your banished machine monsters to this card as material. For us important would be the first effect. It's a good effect because it doesn't target. Yeah, and that's it with the deck profile. Now I want to show you the combo that we use for our OTK. The combo is very simple, and all you need are these 3 cards. 1 Ipley, 1 Chaos Max Dragon, and 1 Advanced Ritual Art. I'll show you how it works. First we normal summon our Ipley, then we go in a link summon with her for the Almirage. Then using Ipley's effect from the graveyard and special summon her to our opponent's field in defense position. Let's do it like this, that we can see it, like this one. So then we use the Advanced Ritual Art by using 1 normal monster, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then we can special summon our Chaos Max Dragon. Then we move on to our battle phase. Then we attack Ipley. So now we inflict double piercing battle damage to our opponent, which is 8000. And so that would be, in the best case, our OTK. So yeah, that's it. That's the way we want to go. I would say let's draw a few hands and see if we can go in this combo. Let's go. So first we shuffle our deck. I think it is not the best idea to use black sleeves on a black playmat, but yeah, so it is. So let's draw 5 cards. So we are going second, so our opponent starts his turn. We have 1 effect wheeler, so 1 monster effect negate we could use and hope to interrupt him. Now it would be our turn. We draw 1 card. At first we are using our Piri Rice map because we have to. We only can use her at the beginning of the main phase 1. So now we can search Ibli. Then we directly normal summon her, go in our link 1 with her, or Almirage, special summon her to our opponent's field. Then we can use the melody of the Awakening Dragon. We send 1 blue eyes white dragon from our hand to our deck to add 2 dragon monsters our hand. Let's do it with the Chaos Max, the Chaos Dragon. Here it is. Now we can use the Advanced Ritual Art to send 1 normal monster from our deck to the graveyard, to special summon our Chaos Max Dragon. So like that. Then we can activate Chaos Form by banishing 1 blue eyes white dragon and summon our Chaos Dragon to the graveyard. So yeah, that's it. I would say a really good board. We have Ibli on our opponent's field, so we could directly go into the battle phase with our Chaos Max Dragon, attack, 8000 damage, and that's it. So let's see another turn, 5 cards. Yeah, that's also again a good starting hand. So the only thing is, if we're going second, we have no interruption, no negates in our hand. That's not that good. So let's draw for turn, because we want to go in second. So first we could use the pot of the extravagance. We banish up to 6 cards. I shuffle our extra deck. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see. Okay, no Almirage, that's good for us. Banish them and draw 2 cards. Then, same again, we normal summon Ibli, go in link 1, effect, special summon on our opponent's side of the field in defense position. Then we can activate Chaos Form by tributing 1 blue eyes white dragon from our hand and special summon 1 Chaos Max Dragon. And that's it again. We go into our battle phase, attack Ibli, making double damage, 8000, and that's it. And if you are going first, we also could make the same turn and special summon Ibli to our opponent's side of the field. And we also can do this in our first turn if we're going first, because with Ibli we can block our opponent a little bit, because he can not special summon except link monsters. So that's could be a good interruption, and in the best case he could not come into his board, so we could break it a little bit, and then we can go in our max Chaos Max Dragon and then our next turn and hope that we can also OTK him. So yeah, that's it with my Blue Eyes White Dragon Ritual OTK deck. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please leave a like, subscribe and a comment, and see you next time. Bye bye.